Hey, good morning, guys. If you thought legal weed was already expensive enough at dispensaries like this one behind me, well, brace yourself for July 1st. The Cook County Board has approved a 3% countywide tax on all marijuana products. That's going to take effect this summer, and they did it without much discussion or debate. Tony Preckwinkle making the argument that they already tax tobacco and alcohol pretty heavily, so why should weed be exempt? Well, the board also approved a commission to do a study on the new industry and how it impacts the region. And also they approved a zoning law about where shops can actually be set up here in the state of Illinois and in Cook County overall. Now, state taxes are already high themselves. Here's a breakdown of how those taxes actually work. It really varies by the product you get. If you get a product with up to 35% THC, there's a 10% tax on that. There's a 20% tax for edibles and weed-infused products. And then there's a 25% tax for anything that has over 35% THC. Of course, THC is that cannabis level, that chemical that's inside the weed. Then you tack on sales tax, 3% city tax. And in July, the 3% county tax gets pretty pricey. In perspective, about an eighth of weed costs $60 before tax at a dispensary right now. You compare that to Colorado, where according to a price tracker called Budzoo, it's $31, nearly half the price. That means you're dropping $80 to $100 when you go to a Chicago dispensary. However, part of that inflated price is how low the supply is and how high demand currently is. Industry experts I talked to say they expect the price to go down over time. That price hasn't really stopped many people from actually taking part in this marijuana boom. So far, more than $19 million has been bought up in the state overall. And when the tax takes effect, it would make Cook County marijuana the most expensive and the highest tax marijuana in the entire country. I'm live from Lakeview. Brandon Pope, The Jam.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
Wow.
I don't have a problem with this.
Nope.
You don't need it, so might as well tax it and get the state out of debt.
And
we are getting all of our pennies.
Right?
We're getting every single dollar.
well, I think this was pretty well publicized. This was the whole plan. I've been seeing
Yeah.
people taking pictures of their receipts and posting them, being like, what the heck is going on? It's exactly what we expected out of this.
Yeah,
So,
and maybe, it'll get us back in the green.
Do you think it'll be
yeah, well,
Yeah.
because
that's
we're
what we
already
did
in
there.
the green.
Mhm.
Do you think it'll be any deterrent? Do you think that the popularity of weed right now, it might kind of...
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
At some point, it just gets to be too
Wane
expensive.
just a bit.
Yeah.